Oh man, I don't know who's more stupid, Kirby Smart or Todd Monken. You know what I actually think happened if you don't know who Todd Monken is? It's Georgia's offensive coordinator. Here's what really happened. Todd Monken wasn't stupid, but he's been under Kirby Smart's wing for so long, some of that stupidness has rubbed off onto him and he's getting brainwashed. Some of you may think I'm joking. Oh, Matt, you're trying to be funny. Knock it off. I'm not being funny. I'm being serious. Monken has been brainwashed by Kirby Smart. If you don't know what's going on and what transpired this morning, you're going to want to stick it out. We got a lot to get into. You know what also happened this morning? Dabo Swinney, who's playing in the Cheez-It Bowl, decided, I'm going to dress up as a Cheez-It before the game. Who does he look like? He's dressed up as that one guy from the movie. What's it called? Despicable Me. He's dressed up like Vector. Dabo isn't getting ready for a football game. He's getting ready to go steal the moon. Dabo Swinney is so rich, he probably has a couple of managers and people that tell him how to dress. I want to know who told him it was okay to wear this. Look at him. He's smiling and everything. He really thinks he's cold and he's got some drip. I got to give him his credit. He does dress better than a ton of coaches I've seen, but this one, it ain't it. If he would have went with some white pants or black pants or anything other than orange, it'd have been okay, but you cannot do that orange on orange combo. It doesn't look right. I wanted to share that. It was trending on Twitter and I thought it was too good to pass up. As always, if you're new to this channel, I'd really appreciate if you go down there real quick, hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out and that's all I really ask out of you guys. I've also realized I never plug my Twitter or Instagram. I like to interact with you guys on there, so if you want to go follow my Instagram or tag me and stuff, it's Matt Be Great YT, and my Twitter handle is the same thing. I'm not the biggest social media person ever. I think a lot of it's fake, but I try tweeting during the games and I post on Instagram here and there, so go follow me, shoot me some DMs, tweet at me, do all that nice stuff during the game. And now, without further ado, let's get into this video. Alright, getting that Dabo Swinney nonsense out of the way first, we have a interesting day. It seems like a normal, boring Tuesday, but right now, as to when I'm speaking, Auburn's playing Houston in a close game, and it's been fun to watch. When you're seeing this video, I'm sure the game will be over. Right now, Auburn's leading 13-10. I was going to try to wait and record this video when that game was over, but it's taking way too long, and I gotta get this video out. It doesn't matter who wins, it appears it's going to be a close one, so that was fun to watch. We also got Louisville and Air Force playing tonight, Mississippi State and Texas Tech, and UCLA and NC State. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, West Virginia and Minnesota play late tonight at 9:15, so if you're not busy, there's a ton of games going on. I'm not going to spend any time at all talking about those. I wanted to get that out there. Let me know what games you're looking forward to tonight. If I had to pick one, I'd say that Mississippi State game, it really intrigues me just because of their offense. Moving along with our video, let's get into what's currently been going on all this morning with JT Daniels, Stetson Bennett, Kirby Smart, and their offensive coordinator. I'm not going over it. Everyone in the country that watches college football, you know the dilemma that's going on with Georgia, and it's been going on for almost the entire season. That dilemma I'm referring to is the quarterback situation with JT Daniels and Stetson Bennett. Earlier this week, we was informed that JT didn't travel with the team because he was in the COVID protocols, but it was announced late last night or early this morning, I can't remember which one, that he was going to be back with the team and he's going to be available. You know how I feel. There's not one, and I mean not a single excuse in this world to not be playing JT Daniels at quarterback if he's healthy. I don't care if he hasn't played in 25 weeks, and I don't care if he hasn't practiced at all. You can't coach talent, and JT has talent. What separates Daniels and Bennett? Talent, and there's nothing else. Daniels has plenty of experience. He also played at USC, and Bennett has the same amount of experience. So when you break it down, you got to go with the more talented guy, in my opinion, which is JT Daniels. It's not even up for debate. Even if you think Bennett should be the starter, I think we can all agree and come to terms with nobody thinks Bennett is better than Daniels. You want to know what's crazy about that statement? Although nobody thinks that, there's two people that now think that and have made it public. Kirby Smart and their offensive coordinator. Listen to what their offensive coordinator had to say about Bennett this morning. If you look at the plays he's made national championship plays. I repeat, national championship plays. Okay, there's no doubt in my mind we can win the national championship. There's no doubt in my mind we can win it with Stetson Bennett. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, especially my younger audience out there, this is a great example of why you don't do drugs. You just gotta stay away from them because they make you think crazy and say crazy stuff. I'm not joking. If their offensive coordinator believes what he said, and he says he does, he's gotta be on drugs. Hold on. Before we go any farther, let's react to what Monken said, and it's a 1 to 2 minute interview, and all of it's interesting. I'm gonna react to it with you guys. Matt, let's get into it. Live reaction, Matt in the building. Just take a listen to what Monken has to say.
Probably not a lot in terms of our confidence of both players. I think that's probably the best way to put it. You know, I think Stetson, at times, I'm talking about me, have probably undervalued.
Undervalued? No. If anything, you have overvalued him.
His skill set. You know, we've tried to elevate guys that have talent on our roster, and we do that at every position. And some guys just combat that and fight and scratch and continue to play well and try to prove you wrong. And that's what Stetson Bennett did. And it wasn't really anything JT did. It was more along the lines of what Stetson did that we thought gave us the best chance to win. His ability, his mobility.
He did give you the best chance
those
to
things
win
in the run game and
team.
in the pass game when things break down, we believe give us the best chance to win. It's really nothing that JT did. And it just happened where Stetson got an opportunity, took advantage of that opportunity. We continued to win. It never really ended up flipping the other way. I can't say that because they're really talented players. Carson Beck's a talented player. Brock Vandergrift's a talented player. Sometimes opportunity leads to, you know, things that end up going in your direction. I don't know if I said that exactly right, but it never went.
This man sounds like your dad trying to defend you when you get in trouble. That's what it looks like. He's murmuring. He don't even know what he's saying at this point.
Back the other way where JT got a chance to get in there. And so it's just the way it is, you know, and we believe that he gives us the best chance to win in a couple of those things of what I've said.
Let's just get back into the commentary. Okay, let me make this clear. I see definitely where Monken's coming from. He's right on some of the things. Bennett, he stepped up in an opportunity and he never looked back. I agree with that. He filled in his role perfectly and he couldn't have done a better job up until the Alabama game. I know some of y'all say I'm Stetson Bennett's biggest hater, but I'm telling you the truth. I'm not hating on the dude. I've said all year long he did a great job at playing his role perfectly, but I've also said he's not talented enough and he's not capable of leading Georgia to a national championship. If Georgia somehow wins this championship, I wouldn't be shocked if they do. I mean, I don't expect it, but I wouldn't be shocked. It's not going to be because of Bennett. It's going to be because of the defense and the other skilled players. The thing that Bennett lacks that a lot of quarterbacks need is, can he come back when the team's down 10 to 14 points? No, he can't, and he's proven he can't 2 to 3 times. Bennett's not the quarterback you want on your team when you're down 14 points or you need to catch up in a ball game. He's just simply not that guy. He's more of your old school quarterbacks. Reminds me a lot of Alabama's quarterbacks around 2008 and 2012 where they just manage the games. I wouldn't even call Stetson a game manager because if anything in the big time moments, I think he hurts Georgia more than he manages and helps them. Touching more on what Todd Monken said, he stated that he thinks Bennett gives him the best chance to win, and it's as simple as that. I'm going to tell you guys something. I didn't want to go this far, but it appears I have to. Bennett will be working at your local coffee shop in 5 years, and JT Daniels in 5 years, he's going to be in the NFL. There's a reason they call him the mailman. Why? Because he's built like a mailman. There's nothing wrong with being 5'8", 5'9", 160 pounds, but you got to make up for it in your arm strength or in a different aspect of the game. He doesn't do that. He's got one of the weakest arms in college football. That's not an overstatement. I've watched the film. I've seen time after time, especially last year, where he would underthrow his receivers, and when they put in JT Daniels, JT was throwing 50-yard bombs like it was nothing, and he would overthrow the receivers, and that's what you want. You don't want underthrows. That's where interceptions happen. Okay, maybe saying he'd work at a coffee shop, that was too much, but you get what I'm trying to say. He's going to be working a normal job. He's not going to be playing football too much longer. He has zero chance of getting drafted. He may do one of those walk-on things where he's on the practice squad, but no NFL team in their right mind is going to sign him to their team. What's going to happen after his Georgia career, he's probably going to be a football coach. It's a good thing Bennett doesn't have social media. If he's looked at it the past couple of weeks, it hurt his feelings. However, earlier today, he made it clear that he hears all the noise going on about people saying he's not good enough, and especially his own fans, and he said something about it. Here's what he had to say about his own fans hating on him and criticizing him and doubting him. I don't listen to those who know absolutely nothing about football. Someone who doesn't do this for a living, I don't think about it. I think about beating Michigan and being the best player for my teammates. That right there is a great, mature, and one of the best things you could ever say. He's absolutely right. Why in the heck would he care about what Bob says, who's 60 years old and never played sports in his entire life? He shouldn't. I'm glad I brought that up. It leads me into my next point perfectly. A couple of months ago, me and my brother, we went to the Alabama and Ole Miss game. I thought it was going to be a really intense game, and that's why I wanted to go. I got good seats, and it turned out to be a blowout. And I'm not going to say a waste of time, but if you've been to a blowout, they're not fun to watch. The final score and how lopsided it was, that's besides the point. If you've ever been to a college football game, let me know if you relate to this in the comment section. But anytime Bryce Young threw a bad pass and he threw one interception, all I heard was from just the fans near me saying how terrible he was and, oh, I could have thrown a better pass. Oh, he should have ran the ball and blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying. And you know what blows my mind? The people that say those things are out of shape, look like they've never played a sport in their life or even ran at all in their life. The people that criticize these college players the most are the ones who've never played sports. The people who have played sports at a high level understand how hard it is. I already know some of you about to go to the comment section and say, yo, Matt, you're probably one of those guys, and I'm going to tell you I'm not. You can either believe me or not. I don't really care. If you do want to know how I act during the games, it'd be surprising to some of y'all. I rarely even say a word. Whether my team's doing really good or really bad, or if it's a fair game, I try to stay calm, cool, and collected, and I think that's the former athlete in me. It's the same way when I'm watching it on my TV. I don't get too excited or too low. I'm a big fan of Nick Saban, Kobe Bryant, all of the great leaders, and I think some of that is rubbing off on me the older I get. I try not to get too high on a win, and I never want to get too low on a loss, so that's why I don't say that much. Let me know how you watch the games. If you're one of those people who screams all the time, I don't have a problem with it. That's just not me. When I was younger, of course, I used to do all that, but not anymore. Getting back on topic with Bennett, could you imagine leading your team to the college football playoffs and yet some of your own fans are still doubting and hating on you? I don't know if we've ever seen a case like this where you have so much controversy at the quarterback position for a top 4 team. It's going to be very, and I mean very interesting to see how it plays out, and on the other hand with Michigan, they have no drama. I'm going to end this video off with 2 words. Free JT, and that's all there is to it. Let me know your thoughts down below, but with that being said, that's going to wrap up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned something. If you're new to the channel, wait, don't join the family, subscribe button, and leave a like for more, and as always, let's be great. I'm out, y'all. Peace.